Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pirates of the Red Isles. I am your host, Wuten, and today, after some technical difficulties and a lot of drama in the D&D community lately, we're gonna take a step back and enjoy some Pathfinder goodness. So, going down the list here, we first off have Ebony playing as our resident Bodhi's Wayne, Ulki.
I want to dedicate this train to my Reformed Rabbi Bill Clinton.
We have nice.
No. I'm deteriorating.
All right. Next up, we have Kai playing as our resident cook, Ryuuko, or cabin girl.
Fish.
Yeah, she's a fish.
I'm
We
a
have
fish,
our-
I'm a fish,
We have our
I'm a
sea
fish.
captain, Saphyrus, played by GutiSerenade.
Oh.
Think it's that.
We have Valen, our ship wizard, played by Solar.
You see, the magic missile always knows where it is. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By differentiating where it is from where it isn't, it can know where it is.
Brilliant.
And so
That's nice.
So on and so forth.
You want dinner?
on. Yes.
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 And finally, last but certainly not least, we have our ship doctor, Aesop, played by Chaotic.
Tis a pleasure.
And like I said before, I am your benevolent DM for the afternoon, Wuten. Three of our players are busy and or indisposed and or sleepy, so they will be joining. They will join at a later venture. Also, technical difficulties. The reactive images over on the left-hand side of the screen where people are talking, fucking broke. So that was not good. So yeah, that was.
Had a
It's
good
something.
run.
It had a good run, but in the meantime, last time on Pirates of the Red Isles, we had quite a interesting venture as our group distracted, we'll say, the giant black dragon. As I pull him up. Giant black dragon Ithara, while another team went for a salvage mission. The salvage mission came across a friendly Undyne named Delilah, and with that,
Howdy.
they managed. With her help, they managed to clear up the distressed souls of the shipwreck that they were salvaging. Returning back to the ship, Vanessa informed everyone of the next and what seems to be final location, Warvel's Folly. And with that information, the party are deciding. The two ships are deciding to split up for just a little while. Vanessa and her crew of the Magpie Princess are going to Warvel's Folly to establish a beachhead, and the party proper are returning to Lilywhite to rest and recover, collect supplies, and whatever else we may have in store. So, sliding on over here. First off, real quick, was there any roleplay that anyone wanted to do on the way to Lilywhite?
Not on the way, probably until Lilywhite, at least for Ulki.
Okay.
I think it's the same for me. I think there were things I was thinking for afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
Only thing I can think is whether or not to ask folks if they want me to make anything specific on the way back. I think it's only about a day, so I'd have the make like a potion, alchemic item of some kind. Just make one anyways, but... I know I had a list somewhere of items that I wanted to make sure to have stuff on hand. Let's see. I gotta go open that up, that's right.
I don't suppose you're capable of doing bark skin yet, are you?
I don't know if that's even on the alchemist list.
Okay. Just curious.
I will also say, if there are any magic items you want Valen to make for you on the journey, that's also open.
It's going to take a lot of time.
True. But I'm not sure how far away we are from Lillywhite.
Like a day.
It's about a day.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
About a day.
Okay.
Hey Valen, can you make a belt of giant strength +5 now?
I'll get started at once.
Knitted by tomorrow, please. I'll be posting on my Instagram account.
Okay, Bethesda.
You're gonna get like half a belt.
You're gonna get like 1% of a belt.
The rest of it's DLC.
Yeah, or you'll have to fix the rest of it with mods.
You'll have to mod it yourself. So alchemists can learn bark skin, however, I do not have it. So
I actually have a question, Wuten, because this slipped my mind last time.
What's up?
I realized that the harpoon that I gave was my +1 attuned weapon. Would I now have to select a different one, or
Yes.
how would that work?
So each day you attune. This is basically the same thing as like a wizard preparing spells. You would take an hour to prepare spells. You would take an hour to attune to your weapons and armor each day.
Okay.
Sort of like your morning ritual. You shower, shit, shave, and attune your weapon.
Got it.
shower, shit, shave, attune.
You said you shower, shit, shave?
Yes.
Yeah.
In that order.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I typically shit before I shower because, you know, that's just cleaner.
Fair.
Sometimes I shave while I shit.
Yeah. Well, I usually shave while I shower. Convenient. Already good.
Oh, goodness.
Like when you're tall enough that you can still see the mirror, you know what? You know I'm going with this. Anyway.
One day I'll see the mirror.
Oh, good. All right. So, first day, we are traveling down. And you will reach Lillywhite the following day. Next up, I'm going to move our other ship for spaces that way. All right. And at the beginning of day 2, you arrive in Lillywhite. And I will slide on over.
Oh, I can't ask if we're going to can use ship funds.
I'm sorry you cut out there, mate.
I said I can't ask the quartermaster to use ship funds to make things not here. Let's see. Over the course of that day, can I have made some soothe syrup? It's 33%.
Sure.
Okay. It's DC 15. I make that on a 1, so.
Yeah, you're good.
Although, that actually depends on how much money it costs. The craft DC doesn't say anything, it just says it's a craft. It says a craft DC. I don't know. You want to say I could just make it? I don't.
We'll say you can just make it. Even then, you can just take 10. Because you're...
That's true.
Yeah, you're just traveling along. You can take 10.
And take 10 with me would give me a 30 on that check.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm a master alchemist, my friend.
Yes.
Alright. It's 33%. Where the fuck did it go? I don't want that one. I want the first one that has the price. Alright. 5 times.
So, Nagaina, immediately after hitting landfall, rushes over here. Hana, seeing seeing the Master at Arms immediately bolting for the inn, sighs dejectedly and just says, I'll go supervise, and makes her way over. There we go. All right, so that just leaves the 5 of you. What do you want to do?
Cry.
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 Before like setting foot on land, I might go to Valen's quarters for a little private talk.
Ooh,
Oh my.
okay.
Some private time.
All
I
right.
see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is
so
this-
yeah,
what
Rick
is
is gonna
Sus.
knock in your.
Well, I don't think Valen
Hmm?
has like a private quarters. Mostly he just shares the like little alchemy shop that Aesop set up as also a wizard shop, little wizard work.
Does he
station.
sleep down there as well, or does he spend most of his time down there?
No, he doesn't sleep down there.
Okay, Aesop does, so.
Yeah, I know you do. He gives you your privacy.
You can meet up in the officer quarters over here.
Sure.
Are the other officers also there and listening?
No, they're out doing their duties.
Okay.
And my duties.
That you do while you shower?
I
I mean, after you shower.
Yes, thank you. I do
Hey,
them
that's just
before.
efficient.
Mm.
God.
Wow, that's just a question. Mm.
God. All
I
right.
slept too much. Leave me alone.
No, you're fine.
I would say if people like, unless Ulki wants this specifically to be a private thing, like people probably could be there if they wanted to be, but that depends on Ulki. What if Ulki like chooses a moment specifically when Valen is alone, which sounds really ominous.
Locks the door.
Mm-mm.
Locks all the doors.
So about that radiator.
Stands on the trapdoor. All right.
But yeah,
The floor is yours.
whatever Ulki would do.
I mean, not necessarily like a super private talk, but at least he would just grab Valen. He wouldn't think of grabbing anyone else.
Okay.
If anyone wanted to like intervene or look for them, that will be fine. But yeah, Ulki's would just like grab Valen. Hey, do you have a moment?
Yes, Ulki, I do. What do you need?
Well, now that we have, finally gotten each other right, I wanted to ask if you really meant what you said back then at the Belches. If you would
What part?
be interested.
I said a lot of things, sorry. Of course I meant all of it, but what do you mean specifically?
Mostly if you would be willing to accompany me if I were to follow a different path than this ship.
So, does this mean you've made up your mind? You're truly going to leave?
It's not that I want to really, but I don't think it's safe for everyone, especially Ace, with me being like this thing, at least for now. So
I'm sorry.
I think I really just want to.
Nope,
Okay.
you go ahead. You go ahead. I wasn't aware that you weren't done.
I think I want to find out how to figure out this shit first, and maybe then be able to go back to the crew.
it's disheartening that you feel like you can't be around the crew, but I well and truly understand if that's how you feel. And yes, I did mean it when I said I was going to leave. For a number of reasons, really. How do I put this?
Takes off his hat and fumbles with it, and then realizes there's a snake inside, and stops.
Oh, there's a snake in my bed.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sorry. Puts hat on table.
Nyra pops her head out with just peeking her head out in just such a way that it looks like she's wearing the hat.
Oh.
Looking at Nyra and then turning away, he then moves to fumbling with his hands and says,
It's... First reason I want to say is that I believe in complete and total efficiency. But I have a strange way of looking at that. You see, I believe that the best way to find efficiency is to have every part working properly. And that is something that you have all helped me with. This crew, everyone. And for that, I can't really thank you all enough. And that is why I want to help you all be the same. I want to help this crew function at its best. And Ulki, you're as big a part of that crew as anyone else. More than that, you are a friend. A well and true friend. And I cannot stand the idea of you facing this Rollum and whatever is in your mind by yourself, trying to combat it without help. And I want to help you.
Ulki is gonna approach Valen, put a hand on his shoulder. Really, that's all I can ask at this moment. And I don't want you to feel forced to accompany me. So I just want to make sure you are 100% okay with this.
I am 100% okay with it. Perish the thought that I am forced. Understand this. It's not only that I want to help you, it's also because, as I said, I really want to help this crew be the best it can be. And to do that, I want to get better myself. I would need a chance to, help you and also help myself, probably, because, let's be honest, Ulki. Since I set foot on this ship, everything in this ocean has at least tried to eat me once. I'm not exactly made for the sea. As much as I really want to be a pirate of the same caliber as you, or Saphyrus, or Ryuuko, I'm just a wizard. And perhaps if I spent some time ashore, I could learn to be a better pirate. Because, even though I know that Hana would say otherwise, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want anyone to worry about me being eaten every single time something attacks us. And being honest, there's not really anything I can do that a scroll cannot. I know the crew will be fine. They have Aesop. They have everyone. I'm sure they can understand, hopefully, why I want to do this.
Gotta pat you on the back. Well, it's true that you are not the most fitted person for the ocean. I wouldn't sell yourself so short. I mean, if anything you could do could be replaced by a spell scroll, I would be carrying a scroll case instead, do you think? And I'm gonna, like, grab, put one of my tentacles around you.
Ah!
Now, I don't plan on just deserting this crew. I had a thought that maybe the captain might agree with and might be less reluctant to let us go.
Oh?
Well, they
What's
might be a
that?
bit too busy, making a name for ourselves in the seas. But work on land still needs to be done to both increase renown and, eventually get a place on our own where we can start doing other pirate shit. So, well, you and I are looking for something to fix this. Kind of like gesturing at all of us being.
You just gestured to all of me.
Yes.
Continue, sorry.
we can also work in a way to make the we still need a fucking name for a crew, god damn it. The Sirens crew.
True.
A-
Well, yes, there is work we can do aground.
So, what do you say? Do you think it's time to say goodbye to our crew? At least for a few seasons.
If this is truly what you want, okay, I'm going to return the question to you. Are you sure you wish to leave the crew? You know, Aesop is just as willing to help you as I am. And as much as we are all worried about him, he has accepted the risks, and there are things we can do to try and, well, precaution ourselves against any other attacks.
Not that I want to. I appreciate he's willing to take the risk, but I am not.
And that is also valid. In that case, come hell or high water, I promise you, even if it takes every single arcane discovery I have, I will find a way to help you with this.
He's gonna not.
Holds out hand to shake.
Receives
It's
tentacle.
gonna.
Receives
No,
hand.
it's gonna use his. It's gonna use his hand, and then you're gonna see the little his familiar coming out of the back of his neck and walk down the arm and put his little paw on the
Nice.
handshake.
Nice.
With that, Naira is going to dart at the rabbit and coil its arm around Valen's and just boop Ulki's hand.
Partners.
Nice.
Now, let's go break the news to the crew.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
And I assume we would be then heading up to deck where everyone else is.
Okay. So we'll just slide everyone. I assume you guys just like call a meeting of the crew for this.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Give me a second to get everyone.
Are we already back at Lily White when this happens?
This is on the day before you reach Lily White, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
I forgot, is this a raccoon?
A what?
It's
no,
a Tengu.
It's a Tengu.
Oh.
An owl Tengu.
Should make a raccoon folk though.
Yeah.
More rodents. No, they're not rodents. I have no idea what they're considered, actually.
They are closer to dogs, I think.
I have no clue.
What are?
More
Huh?
more canids.
Raccoons.
Yeah, I think they're considered kind of their own thing.
All right. So,
Raccoons, ringtails, something. Yeah, they're their own.
something. Yeah.
They're their own family of creature.
That's what I
All
thought.
right.
You're correct.
Gonna just
I like
Raviol.
animals.
the Raviol right here.
Eminals.
I was
All
trying
right.
to think whether Aesop would actually be here. I'm trying to think. Because he would be busy downstairs making the sooth syrup, too.
Well, I mean, it's 8 hours
Even-
of quote-unquote rest. You can take breaks, you know? Maybe they just caught you on, like, a coffee break or something.
Hmm.
And plus, calling in a proper meeting of the crew, officers calling in officers and whatnot.
Mm.
Okay.
So, yeah, once all the crew has gathered. Captain,
Yes, okay. What can I do for you?
well, now that we have arrived to our destination, I have something important to say.
He sort of pauses a moment. You can kind of tell the look on his face that he can surmise what this may be about.
I have come to the decision that, at least for the time being, I am not qualified to be in this ship. Not for any other reason than for its crew's safety. So, I have decided that once we set foot on Lily White, I will be making my own way, at least until I can fix whatever is going on with here. As he's gonna like tap his forehead.
Well, I think I was optimistic for a bit there, but no, I completely understand that, and you have my utmost respect for journeying to that conclusion. I am certain it must not be an easy one, and truth be told, I couldn't put myself in the position that you're in and truly understand. So, while it does sadden me, you have my eternal respect for for that decision, for this decision.
He's gonna take a few steps in front of him, take out the sword that he got from Plog. That said, it is not my intention to abandon my crew. And at least for the time being, I want you to keep this. And he's gonna hand you over the blade, Saphyrus.
Okay. When you have it set, could you just copy paste it into the chat so I know what I'm adding?
Yes, it's the Tidewave Cutlass.
Okay. Are you sure?
Well, you have to give up your harpoon when we were facing that dragon, so I don't want to leave my captain unarmed.
It's very kind of you. I suppose all things considered, I do need a backup, but only if you're sure, because I presented this to you as just a token of everything. But if you insist.
And I am presenting this to you as a token of... as a promise, no. Of... I will be fixing whatever the fuck is going on with me. And... one day maybe be back to take the Bodhi Swain pose from Nagaina again.
Well, not once did you even utter the words leaving the crew, so don't think that optimism was fully depleted. He just has a little bit of with a glad smile on his face, but you can tell there is still sadness on it.
Thank you very much to all of you for just about everything. I never once thought that an outcast like me would have a place to go home in a ship.
And with that, Gifford Tibbs is going to rush over into the same square that you're in and hug your leg tightly.
Hey.
You're not an outcast here, Ulki. You'll always have a home on this crew. With this crew.
Gonna pat Kipper on the head.
Don't you dare forget about us.
Well, I have not finished with my little announcement. I have one more thing. And as I say that, I'm gonna turn up to Saphyrus. I was speaking with Valen, and he also has something to say here. I'm gonna gesture to you, Valen.
Very well.
Put the spotlight on the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot more harder to say in person than I anticipated it to be. Captain, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here, but I do not like the idea of Ulki doing this alone, learning how to try and combat his own mind alone. And that is why I want to make good on my promise to him that should he desire to leave, that I would go with him. To help him overcome whatever this is in whatever way I can, and, well, also to improve upon myself. I have no intention of leaving the crew forever, just like Ulki, but I want to take this time to become a pirate worthy of this crew.
There's been a hand to his chin as he's listened to you. But when you finished your sentence with that, a little smirk brightened on his face. So just like him, not leaving the crew, just on a sabbatical, yes?
If you would like to call it that.
I
Yes.
think you would like to call it that.
I would like to call it that very much.
Well, being the talented scholar you were, what else would we?
I appreciate your understanding.
I appreciate your conclusion as well. I believe for the moment, and I don't mean this as an insult to Ulki, but I think we're out of options and out of time for figuring a way to make this work. And I think whatever answers that he may need to find, he will not find aboard my ships.
If you will excuse me, Captain, I think I have a few things to take care of. And Aesop is going to disappear down the stairs unless he stops him.
Ulki's gonna put a tentacle in front of him before he goes down.
His head turns very slightly at you.
Don't think I am just simply disregarding your offer to help. I have been thinking through it, and well, I would love for that to be the case. I honestly don't want to be responsible for killing you by an accident. So now I think it is up to you, Aesop, to fill both me and Valen's posts, if that's not much to ask.
If you will excuse me, I have some things that I need to attend to. He will roughly push past you and go down the stairs. He will be down in the Alchemist's area now.
Valen will watch that and he will sigh.
Oh. Well, can't blame him for being frustrated with the situation.
I will speak with him later.
I hope so.
And
I may briefly speak to him as well. Just, I would not like to end this chapter on a bad note.
well, hopefully he will see what we accomplish on our own, and when we're back, that may be easier to forgive.
I hope so.
That said, Captain, I want to take one more liberty as a bosun.
I'm listening.
And I'm gonna call out for Coxworth. Give her. Get your asses here.
Coming along.
I think perhaps doing work to increase the renown of the crew and maybe working on something more while you're out in the sea might be a bit too much for just two people. So, would you be okay if I also take these two onto land to help with that, and also make sure I don't need Valen on his sleep.
So what's being asked?
Ulki would like to take Cogsword and Giffer Tibbs as well.
A lot of fucking officers taking off at the same time.
I was gonna say that's another officer I wasn't anticipating.
Means some time in Lilywhite to sit there and either restructure the crew, find some new people, and or wait for the other ship. I don't know how long it's going to take, though. I think the idea was, I know this is out of character, that we were going to end up being able to go to Lilywhite, do a few things, do the other quests, then come back, and they should be back. Was the idea. So, anyways.
No, you're right. And
Fading away into the background again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Ulki said this is. I'm gonna be bold one more time. I understand this is I shouldn't be making more requests, but
Saphyrus is going to turn to the two of them and ask, well, what are your thoughts then? Far be it from me to decide and what I stand for to apply chains where they don't belong.
Gifford Tibbs will put a hand to her chin for a moment. My heart's saying, yes, go with him. But at the same time, my brain is saying, he needs motivation to come back. Cog, and she will turn to the quartermaster's mate. Consider this graduation. As the quartermaster, I would like you to go with Ulki. Make sure they are well supplied, well taken care of, and that they come back to us in one piece. And Cog will flash her a grin and then turn to Ulki. You can count on me.
Ulki's just gonna put on.
I was just going to say, we'll be
Go
sure to
ahead.
bring back plenty more stories to tell.
I look forward to hearing them all.
And I look forward to hearing all of yours. He's going to clasp the symbol of Skolas and
Very nice guy for a follower of Skolas.
oh yeah. By his hand, may you fuck around and find out.
Valid entirely.
I think
There will
that's
be
all I'm
plenty
good
of
for,
finding
honestly.
out.
That you are. Wait, what?
What? What?
Huh? Huh?
Everybody on the crew just like, hold on, what?
Hey,
Excuse
what?
me? Pardon?
Well then, till next we meet along the seas, I encourage you to I encourage you to listen for any particular of those tales of troublemaking, especially if they pertain to a certain tidewater rock. He kind of murmurs to them.
Valen grins, and he holds out a hand for the captain to shake.
And he will firmly clasp it.
As you do, you can feel like the little in his hand. He's got a little handkerchief, which you knew he contains to. He uses to like keep safe all of the ship splinters that he's collected, specifically that of the wormwood and the curse staff.
Don't worry. We'll be keeping an eye out for you.
Good. Best of luck to you guys. I'm not the greatest at lengthy farewells.
Neither am I. I am declining to cry first. But listen, Captain, if you would, there's something I will say.
This kind of how do I put this? Sorry, I'm thinking about how characters do things.
Listen. This crew, it's a good crew, and it needs you. Please, become the captain that we all know you can be, and never betray them.
With all my heart. And once we're adjourned here, I'm going to make good on that down in the alchemy lab, I think.
Valen smiles.
Good.
Till we all meet again. And
Till we all meet again.
after bidding his farewells and retaining any sadness, he knows that the rest of the crew that other members of the crew around may end up needing to say their own pieces, so... Saphyrus will then, once finished, head below deck towards the alchemy lab.
All right.
Ulki will extend then his hand to Ryuuko, Hana, and Nagaina in case. Well, in case this time just Ryuuko because the other two are not present.
We'll find out what they have to say.
Yeah, well, we will retroactively figure out.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will like meet them in the bar, and yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't wind up
This
dead.
might be. Hey, this might be why Nagaina's rushing to the bar tomorrow.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Drink the troubles away.
Yeah.
Drink the sadness away. Drown it in alcohol.
Ulki will extend his hand. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's only an alcohol problem if she doesn't have any.
Oh. Ulki will extend his hand to Ryuuko.
He takes it. Don't go
I'm
off
sorry,
dying now, you hear?
Don't worry, I'll make sure that no one kills Valen but me.
Wait a minute on that last one.
That's a promise.
And sorry, you're gonna be out of a punching bag for a while.
It's okay. I'll find a new one. It won't be the same.
Sweats
I'll find-
intensely.
I'll find one.
And Ulki's gonna pull her hand and just give her like a bro hug.
Hey.
they're done hugging, Valen is going to go up to Ryuuko and say, I am really going to miss your cooking.
Well, we can always come back.
If you do, please. I would love to try it again.
I'll make sure next time we meet, I'll make your favorite especially.
Aw.
Valen trying really hard not to cry.
Asking for permission to hug you, Ryuuko.
You don't even need permission. Come on.
Bring her in.
Whoa, he hugged.
Break his back.
Yes.
Lift him up above the ground.
He can't leave if I break his spine.
Quick,
Get
the radiator.
Try walking now, bitch boy.
It's just his response. It's just a.
Going to miss you.
You ever seen that that anime meme where they get like crush hugged and then they just have their soul drifting out of their mouth as they're just sitting there recovering?
Yeah. Oh my
It's like
god.
that.
What's that? The Kai, the Catfolk couple from Shadowbringers.
Oh,
The
Chai.
Chais. The
Yeah.
Chais.
Chais.
Yeah, the Chais. You know the hug.
Yeah.
I need a video of this.
We'll get it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very accurate.
Basically back broken.
Yep.
Kratos, I'm going to miss you too. Please look after the captain. I will miss you too. Naira would like to say a few words as well. Don't you, Naira?
I'm leaving that to Wuten.
You are currently being slithered around.
Yeah.
Naira gives an impassioned speech, the likes of which even Valen did not expect her to be so verbose in giving. You're welcome.
Oh.
It was so charming. I think I might shed my skin.
I see. Naira, I didn't know you had that in you. Oh. Well done, Naira.
And I'm gonna also tell to Cubatus and go ahead.
I look forward to fossilizing with her in future endeavors.
I'd like to have him in me. I'm a size queen.
Oh my god.
Naira!
Well done.
Anyway. Non-canon.
Non-canon.
He did the fossilized thing. I couldn't help it. All right.
And sorry if you we're gonna continue.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna.
Yeah, okay, was just gonna tell one more thing to the crew in general.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all of you, both old and new faces. It has been a pleasure to sail around alongside you. We will meet again soon, and remember, plunder, raid, and fuck to your heart's content.
The crew roars out in cheering. You've left a good impression. You better not die out there.
Woo!
Hold Balin by my tentacle and his jump button. No.
hold him by his ankle, dangle him over like a baby. Shark bait, woo-ah! All right.
Now, Valen, what is
on
it?
the ship
what-
when we have people walk the plank? We'll just call them shark bait from now on.
Brilliant.
Now, Valen, what is that IHOP place you guys were talking about?
That is not located in Lillywhite, Ulki. It's not here, thankfully.
You don't have to visit that.
No, there's no real need, is there? You don't have a craving for pancakes that much, do you? Do you?
You have no idea how much I love pancakes, Valen.
Uh-oh.
You signed up for this. It's too late to back out now. Oh, God. All right.
Save
Hey,
me!
I promise.
All right. So,
This is not a promise, it's a threat.
so I have a couple of NPC interactions before we set ashore on Lillywhite. I know that Guti also has something with Aesop down there, so we'll take care of that real quick.
Okay.
So, slide on down here to
Alright.
Aesop.
So Aesop, you're gonna hear a few knocks on the door of your lab. Moment of your time.
No response. Although you hear the sounds of things clinking and things moving and all that.
So I invite myself in.
You see him busily working his way through items and putting them into bags.
Hmm.
A quick look over at you. Captain.
Aesop. He's going to lean against the back wall. Cutting right to the chase. I misspoke upstairs, so free reign to lay into me.
Why am I laying into you, Captain? That is
As I
one,
said-
yes.
As I said, because I misspoke, and I know it was that I said.
Would you be willing to remind me precisely?
No, it's fine.
I know it was like 5 minutes ago, but I'm like,
You're fine. He was going to. He's being like,
oh, okay.
I said that the solution to Ulki's situation is not aboard on this ship at this time. And I know how passionate you are and dedicated you said you were to finding the solution to what ails him, but I didn't say that out of doubt of your skills and knowledge. I said it out of my responsibility for your life. It's my duty to see that you're well, so that you can be well, to protect and keep my crew in good shape. So, for that, I sincerely apologize for not completely thinking my words through in your presence.
I do believe that I've gotten everything, yes. Right. He takes the 2 bags, he closes them up, clasps them up, all that stuff. Captain, would you mind giving these to them upstairs? And he'll hand a pair of bags to you.
Saphyrus will raise his brows and begin stepping forward.
It's just everything that they left down here. That way they don't have to go scrounging about for it themselves.
And as he's approaching to take these things, he'll add on, if what I said insulted you, I really wish you would tell me up front. Because I do regret my words.
The insult is not yours, Captain, at all. If it is of any consolation to you, in turn, I do not plan on abandoning the ship anytime soon. I see far too much potential here, and far too much that needs to be cared for so that it can reach that goal. And should they be too short-sighted to see that, then that's on them.
I see. Well, that is this perspective that I see your perspective now. Calling me an optimistic realist, but I do think they will find their way back here one day.
The sea is a big place, Captain.
Yes. And before he leaves with the items in hand, he'll turn back to you and say, perfect place for a fool like me, right?
A fool, you say, Captain?
He pauses before exiting.
A man who drove a storm off by yelling at it, who made a deal with Isara, a black dragon of Morgullo's brood, and you call yourself a fool.
Well, I mean, I suppose there are, so those are commendable.
There's no need to put yourself down so, Captain. You are destined for great things. I, for one, intend to be there to see them.
That means a lot. Especially from you, my friend.
Slight nod of his head.
Well, I will make these deliveries for you, and I will see you at dinner, I suppose.
In the meantime, I have to figure out how to solve the problem. Seeing as we are going to be without a wizard, speak to any natives aboard the island, I might well be able to sit there and work something out myself. Scroll. Not something that alchemists are used to, but hardship is the mother of innovation.
Well, as soon as we're all done with the waterworks, I'll mosey about Lilywhite myself. See if fortune favors us. And with that, he will head back up top.
Okie dokes.
Mm-hmm.
A special delivery to the two of you.
Hmm?
Oh, what?
Can't have you going off without your supplies.
Ah, is this from Aesop?
He did us the favor of gathering all of your things separately for you.
Valen looks you quizzically at that and says,
I see.
Wishes
That
good
bad, huh?
tidings. He wishes you good tidings, if you'll excuse the pun. And that is going to be a bluff attempt on my part.
Sensing the fuck out of that motive.
Yes. I believe you.
I will probably believe you. I probably believe you.
Let me see here.
Well, Do us a favor, Captain. Don't let him stay on this lab alone too much. He can overthink things a little bit when he's in there for too long.
I was going to go say goodbye to him myself, but well.
Well, as I was departing, he has a couple of more shoes he's going to need to fill in the meantime, which is why, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to hit the streets of Lillywhite, see if there's any wayfaring folk willing to hop aboard a vessel.
Well, if there's one thing I can say, as I was saying to Ulki earlier, there's much that you can do with a scroll that you can do with a wizard. Not to mention, if you're worried about track ship, know that clerics usually are capable of casting such spells. And Delilah I trust completely as a cleric.
You don't say.
Yes.
Well, what I hear
In
from
fact, he
what
very well does say.
I do say.
Ooh.
I know, I heard you.
I heard.
Well, if what Ryuuko and Nagaina and you, Ulki, said can attest to how things went beneath Athara's waters, I think she'd be up for consideration. I'll have to speak anon with Hana about rearrangements, but I suppose that's not really your concern for the moment.
True. I will be sure to stop by to say a proper goodbye to Hana and Nagaina as well. Even if I suspect Nagaina probably just doesn't want to say goodbye.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll say goodbye. It may just come in the form of a couple of black eyes. Maybe a third. We'll see.
Oh, I'm just going to accept that. I'm pretty sure it's her way of talking.
A little something to remind you by. Takes a dagger, carves the symbol of the siren on your forehead. Fucking Inglorious Bastard style.
Oh my god.
By the way, Valen, you should maybe say goodbye to that, was it like a past girlfriend, or,
She's not my...
Leaning
Delilah,
in-
where are you?
Leaning in Saphyrus, leaning in Cubados.
Raise his hand.
Delilah?
this one is for you, or is it for me? Wouldn't.
Do you want to get some practice in as the accent?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, well, it's a shame, Valen, that you're leaving when I just came in.
Please rest assured, it is not you that I am leaving. You are not the reason. I mean, that's what I mean. Yes.
Oh, I know. But, I mean, I was eager to, what's the expression? Clean you up, on poker some other time?
Are you sure you can beat me?
I already know the next 5 cards you're going to draw. And that's a bluff.
He takes a gold coin out of his bag. What 5 cards am I thinking of?
Sweats.
I'm
Detect
gonna
thoughts.
roll bluff.
Detect thoughts.
I'm gonna roll bluff, but no.
Are you sure you really want me to seal your hand already?
Vale. So I'm gonna take it that you like already like you just blurt out like all of like the cards he was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh my. Face falls.
I haven't even had my hand yet.
I didn't even think of the last one. How did you?
She's just that far ahead.
I said 15 of spades to mess with you.
Gives you the coin.
Can't pat you on the head.
The best part
Take
is the best part is she didn't even read your mind. She just knows you that well to know that you would try to throw a curveball like that.
Yeah. I'll
Just a
take
card that
care,
doesn't
and
exist.
and hopefully, we'll be seeing you later as a more mature mage.
Yes, and Delilah,
Mhm.
please look after this crew. I care very much about all of them. I trust I trust you with them being in your hands, but it just makes me feel better saying it. Please take care of them.
Of course, that's what I'm here to do anyway.
Welcome to the life of piracy.
Yay!
Hesitant, yay.
I'll prefer to call it unauthorized. What's the word? Shit, I forgot the word.
Liberation.
No. What's the word for the pirates that were not pirates? Unauthorized privateering.
Unauthorized privateer. Yes, let's call it that. If you need me to hand forge a letter from the king of place you're from, I'm sure I could do that. A royal
what was-
writ.
If you need to have me to hand write a like a royal of writ, it's called a letter of marque for privateering, but basically it's your official, it's your authorization to say you're allowed to do piracy. History facts.
Oh, I'll have
Yeah.
to pass on that one.
All right. It's good seeing you, Delilah. Take care.
You too?
I'll say what he does do one last thing before he leaves.
Kisser, you fucking little shit.
Come
on.
Captain!
John, you coward.
Do you fucking
I am a coward! I am the biggest of cowards!
God.
Well, damn, okay.
Second session already, fucking.
Much as an Undyne, you know how crazy they are. What?
I know, I lived in Nagaina for like 3 fucking years.
Jesus.
You think I can stand up to that? Do you think I'm a match for that? I'm a
Yes.
wizard.
Yes.
Just step all over me.
I will die.
Twig! I'm a fucking twig!
I know.
Strength score is like 6! I'm like the...
I have the fucking constitution of a paper fucking door.
By the way,
I'm like the ancient hero Zane! I'm almost worse than him!
I will also say Delilah is 6'1".
Nice.
So she could
Nice.
step all over him. Okay.
Yes! 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 Nice.
There was one last thing he was gonna do.
Mm-hmm. You gonna,
gonna go
fuck
up
the
to-
girl?
No, he's
Anyway.
going to walk over to Cassandra.
Wrong campaign, mate.
No.
Cassandra?
Sandra.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, I was like,
Sorry,
no,
yeah,
wrong
wrong
campaign.
campaign. Sandra Quinn.
He just magnetizes. He just magnetizes the barony.
just he just fucking out of existence.
Reappears
Right.
at Cassandra's dinner with her father. Oh, hi.
Yeah, like right in the middle
You
of
don't
the,
know
like,
who I am.
Has anyone ever seen that Doctor Who episode where he's like stuck? He just ends up in the like Oval Office, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the Oval Office. I was looking for the Diamond Office,
So
for the Oblong Office.
It's so dumb. I love it though. Oh god.
Sandra, when I was first press ganged onto Harrigan's ship, you gave me this dagger. I'd like to return it to you.
Well.
Think of it as a it being returned to its rightful place. Helping
Well,
this crew.
I have a better idea. You keep it, and it'll remind you that you have to come back to us.
Counter idea. You keep it, and remember you always have a wizard in port who is willing to help you.
Counter idea. You keep it because you need to defend yourself somehow if you don't have magic available to you.
Just fuck already.
But damn.
Oh, Ulki's just gonna like whisper.
Valen just pulling all the ladies.
Ulki's just gonna whisper to Saphyrus, that guy's such a bottom.
Yes, but he's our bottom.
God.
I'm
just
I'm
Ryuuko,
such a
just slither on over, and you're my bottom. Huh?
He's gonna cough. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Something in the sea breeze.
He is at the top of this ocean, but he is also the bottom of it. Anyway, Valen will take the dagger back, but he will say,
I doubt a dagger will save me if it comes to that. But I'll hold on to it if you insist.
Good. She will clap you on the shoulder. Use it. One second. I need to grab something real quick.
Wait, hold on.
Hold it. Hold on. Use it
Oh, okay.
to carve your name on the ever-changing sea with a saber of terror and triumph. She will point at the dagger. Fight for plunder, fame, and glory, and earn your place among the legends of the sea. Valen, roll me knowledge religion.
okay. That's the only thing I haven't put ranks in. No, I can't.
Motherfucker. You've heard it enough
Can I roll
times to know.
intelligence?
You've heard. Okay,
Intelligence?
okay. You've heard it enough times to know that that is Besmara's code. She has given you Besmara's blessing on your safe travels and your safe journey.
In the name of Besmara, I promise I will become worthy of this ocean.
Good shit. Good shit.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, with that, is there any other roleplay that people wanted to do here? Any other NPCs you want to interact with?
I think that's all for me.
All right. Well,
just small things saying goodbye to everyone, but nothing too big.
yeah.
A stern nod to the dwarf, to Tate.
Mm-hmm. He will nod back at you. And as things calm down for the night, Ulki,
Yes.
sometime during the night, on your way to Lilywhite before you touch down, Giffer Tibbs is going to roll me a perception check.
Yes. Oh, should I need to open Ulki sheet?
Why did you not have your sheet open? That's the first card.
Because I didn't thought I would use Ulki.
It's the first cardinal rule of the fucking game. Always have every sheet open. It's all good.
There we go. The 20
Right.
plus 12.
Okay. Second. Let's see. Let's see if she pulls this off. This is actually really fitting. This is actually really fitting. So, sometime during the night before reaching Lilywhite, Ulki, Gifford Tibbs is going to pull you, just pull you down and give you a big honkin' smooch on the cheek
Oh.
as a going away present.
Nice.
And with that, you slide over to Lilywhite the day after, and no more sad music. Time for Lilywhite Festival music. Yeah, happy times, happy times all around. And Ulki, you are
And now those two are gone. Goodbye.
goodbye. Whee!
Loveliness.
Goodbye. I'm gonna miss all of you.
Now that we are here, Aesop's first mission is to go find a scroll.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'm going to give Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. It's the first thing that comes to mind every fucking time you say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not me. I had a friend named Delilah.
Ah,
I think of her.
Aw.
fair.
Not in a good way.
Oh.
Oh,
Oof.
still fair, but
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Delilah. And I'll give you like a proper player token once session's over. Anyway.
It's a good.
Yeah. The floor is now yours. Hana and Nagaina have gone off to drink their sorrows away.
or be
and,
watched
and-
drinking.
Yeah. It's be supervised. Supervise the children.
Delilah will probably be introducing herself to Saphyrus and Ryuuko, who are probably the only two officials left. Oh, I believe we haven't done the proper introductions. Delilah Ramblin.
Well, I am glad to have you aboard, especially after what this one tells me about how you were very helpful when underneath the beneath Ithara's waters. So
I almost died.
Well, we wouldn't be here if it not for your crew's ability to hold themselves on fight. I I apologize. It is my first time in the open seas on a ship. What is it that I need to do, or how this whole pirate business?
Well, at the moment we are on our way to we're on a bit of a collaboration with another pirate crew to attain a great treasure, and normally we would be in town to settle in with port, and show off our wares and tell tales of the many things we've done, but bit of business around this time. Let's see, how would things usually go, Ryuuko? Valen would go and sell at the markets. Aesop would handle supplies, usually with him. Nagaina gets drunk, and let's see what else.
And then you and I just you go to the tavern usually and help spread stories. What do I do? Thanks. I make sure nobody gets in trouble, and I'm bad at it.
Well,
You make sure no one gets hurt being in trouble.
yes, and
There
if
you
someone
go,
does,
now.
if someone does get in
Experience.
trouble, you beat up their enemies, and then we cook them for dinner.
Yes, yeah, that's typically what happens.
No, but that is sarcasm. I don't think we have any cannibals aboard yet. Also sarcasm, I hope.
Thinks
at
about
any
the
rate.
time that we had the Naga. I think that was a line that we.
Well, we didn't know at the time. We thought it was a sea snake. It is a sea snake, but you know what? I think we're allied with them now, so we should probably keep that out of our out of sight and out of mind. Well, outside of casting the divines, what sort of you would do any other sort of work or profession? Anything you consider yourself a professional at, or?
Well, I did spend my time on the sea when I was on my own, trying to help people, especially people who are through process of grieving, or people who need services with their deceased. I might not be as well versed as Valen, but I do know my way around people. I've been told I'm quite a good diplomat, I suppose. I do have some studies as well. Know a bit about my magic, not a bit about my my history, my religion. I suppose know a little bit about many things. Wouldn't call myself an expert in any particular one.
Okay. So, some worldly knowledge. And considering that you went to school with Valen, I wouldn't doubt that in the slightest.
I will say though, I'm afraid that if it's manual labor that you're looking for, might not be the best candidate.
Well, everyone has a part to play on the ship, but those are usually. But when it comes to manual labor, that may come on the occasional stormy day, but those may be far and few between. How are you on, so, divinity, yes? How are you on, forecasting, out of curiosity?
That, do I know that kind of spells? Out of character.
'Cause Valen was a master.
You're a cleric, right?
If you're a cleric, you do have the read weather spell you can use.
Oh, I do? I just didn't found it, I think.
I think that's basically what Valen had, but he was a spell-like ability.
Yeah, it was a.
He had it as a racial ability rather than
Racial.
as a proper spell.
Yep.
Sylph bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I do have my abilities to read a little bit on the weather. If needed, I'm also capable of helping people if they ever get sick or get cursed. My specialty comes when it comes to healing magic, obviously, and I dabble a little bit on protection and abjuration.
All right. I think Aesop will. Aesop might warm up to you quite a bit. That falls into his field as well. So Valen also mentioned that you're good at locating ships too. Should we have the splinters for them? Is that true?
Yep, I haven't done it myself ever, but I do know, with some modern practice, I can probably be as good as tracking ships as any other ship mage.
Oh, good. Then I suppose Valen entrusted this to me to entrust to you, so what better time than now? And he will hand over the little satchel that contains differently labeled ship splinters.
Well, I'll be. I appreciate the confidence, and she's gonna put the little satchel on her little belt pouch.
Well, if Valen can vouch for you, then well, his word has kept us alive many a time.
I'll make my best to be of use on your ship, Captain.
Very good.
And go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I think I got your name, Saphyrus, right? Do you prefer your name or just the title Captain?
Oh man, I really asked that. Well, technically speaking, we're on land. Hana is essentially the captain, but we're out at sea. I am. So while we're here in the city, just Saphyrus, I think, is fine.
I'll make sure to keep that in mind. And Miss Cook,
Huh?
or do you prefer your name? I'm sorry, I might have not got it yet.
Ryuuko. Just call me Ryuuko.
I believe it's my first time meeting any other person out to sea. We don't see many. No, we don't see many Merfolk, right, Naya? Out of character.
I don't think Merfolk, but definitely a lot of Undines.
Mm-hmm.
The Undine live there because it's also a big lake, but surrounded land. Can't really get in, so they live at sea.
Yeah, Merfolk, they live partially in Shinrin, partially in. There's a city underneath the waters of the Castrovan Sea called Aquaria.
Yeah.
Where another, it's like a big, proper capital city of Merfolk.
Yeah.
Think Atlantis.
There's there's two kind of tribes. There's the independent tribe in Aquaria, which is kind of like its own thing, and then there's the ones around Shinrin, which are connected to Shinrin and Nakayama, which are like a different tribe.
Yeah.
She's from the Nakayama Shinrin one.
Yeah. And then Aquaria's, think Atlantis, but not the spirit science Atlantis.
Yeah.
Think like Little Mermaid Atlantis. Kind of. Yeah.
Spirit science.
It is my first time meeting another person. Another person out the sea. I hope we'll get along just fine.
One of the sea peoples that sat there and destroyed all of Bronze Age civilization.
I will find you.
Oh, fucking damn it. Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
I will find you.
And he will.
And I will cook a steak in your truck, and you won't be able to do anything about it.
How dare you?
I'm gonna fill the radiator with juices and anyway.
Put my truck back in the shop again. It's already there.
It's going right on back in.
God damn it.
Well, if you excuse me, I'll try to get acquainted with the people of the crew around the city.
Certainly. I think I need to do a little inquiring around for some information. Care to join me, Ryuuko?
Yes. Sorry. Someone was messaging me.
All right. So Saphyrus, Ryuuko, you're going to go trawling for potential recruits.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That and I had something else in mind.
What's up?
I would like to kind of ask around to see if there are any local fisheries that make rounds around the Tidewater Rock region.
Okay. Well, the best place would probably be in Kalian's Keg. And Delilah, were you wanting to go with them, or did you want to have your own thing going?
Probably we'll be going to the tavern as well to get acquainted with the crew, so it might just be a coincidence that we're going to the same place.
All right. It's just like, hey, all right, we'll see you later. And then you just
Start
coincidentally
heading the same
all
way.
walking to the same way.
Yeah.
Like the whole way. Oh, hey, fancy meeting
Oh,
you.
well, if we're on the same route, then let's just keep walking then.
All right. Making your way in. I need to get the tavern themes from fucking World of Warcraft. That'd be so much more convenient here. But we'll do this one. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Freehold. All right. So, making your way into Kalian's Keg.
Last time I was here, I was with the two crewmates who were drunk off their socks. I don't know.
All right. So, making your way in, Kalian's Keg is noticeably less packed than it was during the festival. A bit calmer vibes here. And, you know, you will find a familiar face greeting you as you make your way in. As I find her handout. Dwella Morin. Dwarven lady makes a gives you a hearty hello as you make your way in. Make yourselves at home.
Afternoon,
get you anything?
Duella. Well, think round of flagons on me. You drink, right, Delilah?
Do. She doesn't. It's gonna be a bluff. It's like,
Let's see it.
I do.
Oh, I'm gonna sense motive. Do I sense
Yeah.
motive this or?
Yeah.
She wants
She
to
sa-
seem
so
cool
she
and
says,
hip with the crew.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, totally believable.
3 flagons, please.
All right.
I'm hip. I'm happening. I'm.
They didn't went to the parties. Valen did.
Love
She
it.
didn't go to the cauldron parties.
Nah.
I
She
hear
was-
they
she-
dump
she-
alcohol and potions in a pot.
She was busy actually studying.
Oh, gross. Nerd!
She tended to Valen afterwards.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah,
would be
yes.
like half transformed into something weird and drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valen had
You
too much
need
of
a
the
debuffer after the party.
Valen had too much Jerry juice.
She holds Valen's head against she holds Valen's hair when he's vomiting on the toilet.
I don't think I drank that. Where did that blue color come from?
Why am I
Where
vomiting
didn't it?
spiders?
Oh, you see, well that's a new one.
I've been working on that one.
I've been working on that one for a while.
Oh, God.
God, that's so good. Anyway.
Delilah has only heard of Jerry, but she hasn't experienced Jerry.
Oh my God. And
You
She's
don't
only
know
heard of him.
Jerry. You experience Jerry.
She's only learned of him in hushed whispers, and drunken yelling of Valen late at night, where he's just screaming something incoherent, something about a Jerry. God. All right. Well.
in addition to the flagons, if she's at our table, I will ask: is there anyone you know who's here around town at the moment who does some fishing south of here? Say around like the I don't want to say Tidewater directly, but like an area like around there that I would probably know on a map.
Well, I can't say I have. It's kind of out of our realm of influence, if that makes sense. Thinking for a moment.
Yeah, I mean it does make sense. It's more of a shot in the dark than anything else.
Why are you asking?
Well, I just I've been hearing. Well, let me put it this way. One time when we once rode by, we put up our scopes to take a look, and there were some what appeared to be well-armed folks above the walls who were looking back on our direction as we sailed by, and well, it doesn't look to be a naval outpost, so we were just, I guess, a little I suppose we were just a little concerned that they meant that we were about to come under some sort of fire, perhaps. So I thought perhaps, some local fishermen might, have a little bit more information on the place.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna roll a sense motive here, putting two and two together here. You're thinking of
Right,
cracking
I'll
the-
see you later. I'll see you later, guys.
Okay, you have a good one, Abby.
See you.
Hope everything's
Bye.
okay. Are y'all thinking of cracking the rock? She gets into like a hushed whisper.
No, I think that's a lot. I think that's a lofty goal for any pirate, but that's not exactly something that any pirate would want to do unprepared. So,
Well,
like I said, just a mild curiosity.
she will take a moment, look around, and then lean in here. Well, I've heard they've fallen on a bit of hard times recently, ever since Iron Booth's smithy, kicked the bucket, went to go meet with Besmara. Beyond that, I'm not sure.
He was the previous house owner, right?
He was. Would you like to go ahead and roll me knowledge local check?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just writing in some notes. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Okay. 25.
25. You'll recognize hearing that name just in taverns here and there. The legends of Ironbert's Smithy. Named that for the iron leg prosthetic that he had. Ironbert was a menace to merchants and military alike. He was the previous owner and shall we say manager of Tidewater Rock for decades before he unfortunately met his end fairly recently, even within like the last 6 months roughly, to what seems to be some mysterious circumstances.
I've heard a little bit about that. Was they suspecting like foul? Were folks suspecting like foul play or?
I'm not sure. All I know is that after Ironbert went to meet with Besmara, his now widowed wife is now running things. I'm not sure. I don't have too much knowledge on how she is, but well, if they've run on hard times, it's understandable that she may still be grieving.
Something to keep in mind, I suppose, then. Well, I appreciate the insight regardless.
Well, if anything I can do to help, just let me know. And she will go back to serving drinks and foods to folks around Kalian's Keg.
Okay. I think that is all I had for the moment.
Okay.
Well, there ain't much of us left, so something's going on with everybody today.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. That said, while I have you here, Saphyrus, let me get a little something here. So, as you finish up discussing that, go ahead, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Kind of aces today, Jesus.
29. You will very obviously spot in one of the corners of the tavern someone who is just keeping an eye on you as she enjoys her food and drink.
Feel like I should be worried.
Blonde and silver hair cascade down her face. Her eyes sparkle with magical intellect and interest as she just eyes you from across the tavern.
I will say without looking in her direction, I'll say, as I lift my drink, casually, unnoticing, like, don't look now, Ryuuko, but I think someone has caught our attention.
Hmm?
Immediately looks now.
If I'm not supposed to look, how am I supposed to know?
Because I just told you.
Looks anyways.
Be casual about it.
Is obviously not being casual. Hold on, looks in the direction.
Outstretch my hand to put it on hers. I'm giving that kind of awkward look at your eyes, just being like, that's all right, just keep looking at me.
Okay. Looks back at you. So, what do we do?
And so
Do you
so
want
you
me to
guys
say
looked
hi?
away. You guys looked away,
Yes.
and then
He made me look back at him.
Yeah, just like don't be obvious. Don't be obvious.
okay.
Just like, what? Okay, I'll look into your eyes. Whatever. Like, that's a bad thing.
Pretend that I'm handsome for once.
Wait, what?
Well,
Not
damn.
handsome?
All right,
Slaps
and
you on the arm.
and when you
And, like-
and when you suddenly look back, she's gone.
Nothing.
Only to reappear. Oh,
Only only in fact, Delilah. Oh wait, no. Give me a second.
Now what the fuck? It's a ghost. You sure didn't just see a ghost?
Well, I mean, there was something magical about her. Like, not like enchanting. Well, enchanting maybe. I don't know the school. Not like that though. No, listen. It's not like that. Well, that's not what I'm supposed to say.
damn.
Well, that's very interesting. As she appears once again right between you. Woo!
Okay, now that's just rude.
See, I told you, magical.
Would you like to roll me a spellcraft check, Saphyrus?
Yes, I would.
Magic is silly. Just wield big sword.
16. Invisibility. But very interestingly, you didn't see or hear any components of magical casting. Traits associated with that, verbal, somatic things. Just vanished and then appeared there once again.
Stealthy one. Well, you have, I suppose, our undivided attention.
I couldn't help but notice you were mentioning something about cracking the rock. As it happens, I might have a little bit of inside knowledge on that.
Well, madam, that is a very, that's quite an interesting pair of ears you must have to hear such information, but say such a conversation was taking place. And if it was, I would think I might like to know your name and what you could bring that would prop up my trust and intrigue.
Call me Priscilla. And I simply have a bit of interest in this little venture that I overheard. You see, how should I put it? I find you quite an interesting find.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Me, interesting find.
You're. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you're different from the typical fare that you would find in establishments like this. You seem to carry yourself with a bit more panache than most others.
And an air of grace yourself, my lady. Which...
You look over to me and see zero grace.
That's what I like about you.
Aw, that's cute. That's cute.
So I suppose we're both a little displaced.
I certainly wouldn't say that. I enjoy traveling these taverns just to see how the rest of the Isles carries themselves.
And how the world turns.
Exactly. You understand.
Well,
Now then, to a bit more business, as she will step around the side of the table and sit down, just opposite you and Ryuuko. I have a bit of a business proposition for you.
okay. You have my attention now. Let's hear it.
I've taken great interest in your initiative to right the wrongs of the Miss Smithy, and I think we can both stand to gain much from this. What I propose is that you crack the rock, and then I, with the considerable assets at my disposal, will fund your future business ventures. After all, if you're going to crack the rock, you're going to need the money for setting up the infrastructure for whatever future ideals you have in store for it.
Were you related to the late gentleman?
Oh, no, of course not. I myself am not related at all to piracy or any of that. I simply am a businesswoman seeking opportunity where I can find it. And I see a lot of opportunity with you.
Hence, do you employ pirates for piracy, Miss Priscilla?
As I said,
No.
I do not engage in piracy. But if those that I contract out for work choose to engage in activity outside of my purview, I see no problem with it. If it gets the job done. That's just how business works sometimes.
You know, Miss Priscilla, you remind me of someone. Particularly, you remind me of, rather, a family that's made quite a namesake in a city called Baronish. And from what I understand, in Narr'tor as well. Though. this family.
Are you referring to the Pronimyas, by chance?
I would be. But but let alone, they wouldn't dream of dabbling in, pirate affairs.
Of course not. That's where they and I differ. You see, I am in no way related to these Pronimyas. I am simply a businesswoman who sees opportunity at every juncture. Not simply those of idealized nobility.
All right then, Miss Priscilla. Now that we've gotten past all the implied fancy talk, let's talk tactics. Say that a upstart little shit stain like myself wanted to had such an ambition in mind. I'd like to hear what both sides get out of the arrangement.
Well, cutting out the bullshit, as you are so forward as to say, I am.
Well, you understand what it's like. We all dance around the words to get an understanding for one another first, and then we talk business.
Of course. Now, what I'm proposing is a 70-30 cut in your favor of plunder and trade that you might bring to Tidewater Rock. In exchange, myself and my business ventures will help to fund the infrastructure to ensure that Tidewater Rock flourishes. After such time as you manage to crack said rock.
Mm-hmm. And this funding, does it come in the form of like a fleet or?
This funding will come in the form of trade goods that are able to be sold at a markup. Especially once you have your own land port, you're going to be bringing trade to whatever supplies you manage to acquire.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, mechanically, what she is proposing, once you crack Tidewater Rock, we're going to be adding a bit of a extra mechanic to the plunder. Downtime, which will provide you with capital, and that is what she will be providing as a early investment into your crew.
I'm gonna start playing Capitalist Tycoon.
Yeah? I mean, this is pirate campaign.
More or less. Pirate capitalism.
Pirate capitalism.
I mean, isn't that what pirate campaign really is in the end?
It really is.
Campaign?
Yes.
Yes, the only difference is that we don't sign bills to call it slavery.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the capitalist part out loud?
And you're allowed to.
You see, I assume you've gotten a taste of the goods that you can trade with simply one ship. But once you have a land port, you have the entire land port worth of space to store your goods for selling. So you're
not only
simply
ours, but we can take, we can always take, tariff, things like
Exactly.
They have to pay for docking and
Taxes.
Taxes!
Taxes. Woo!
I'm sure we have a GM to figure that out for us.
Oh yeah. You've got me. You've got me, and you have Cygnus doing the bookkeeping. So
He's gonna be real happy to hear he has to do the bookkeeping for an entire fucking port.
it's gonna be fun.
I think that.
I
would
thought I signed up
expand.
for a ship. Now I have
We-
how many?
Here's the thing: we can have an NPC. We can probably get an NPC for this too.
Oh yeah.
If you trust them.
If you
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah. Well,
Not to be
Priscilla,
skimming off the top.
Mhm.
that is a very tempting offer, and I am liable to ponder it over, if you would allow me. You see, my crewmates and I are actually in the midst of another adventure at the moment, and we're under contract to see it through with another group.
I see. Well, if you are ever interested in pursuing such things, she will pull out, reach into her coat pockets and pull out a singular scroll, set it on the table. You may use this to contact me and let me know. We'll work out all the details at a later date.
We'll take the scroll
Would
and
you
look her
like
in
to
the
roll
eyes and say, "Oh,
would you
go
like
ahead.
to roll a knowledge arcana check?
I don't have it."
He would have to spellcraft.
Yeah.
Ah.
Can I spellcraft, or would it just be Arcana?
I think you use spellcraft to also work out spells on scrolls, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. A scroll that she has given you to contact her at a later venture.
It's okay. I
It's
have
too bad
I
you
have
lost your
specialists.
wizard.
I have specialists for this.
Exactly.
I will look. Well,
Delilah
it
will
says
look
right
at the Delilah will look at the scroll and she'll be like, "Well, ain't that just a scroll of sanding?"
suppose it is.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
like, yes. I do that.
indeed.
Of course,
Precisely
obviously.
what it is.
It's so obvious what it is, right?
Thank you for stating the obvious.
Sweats. If I might ask, then, are you a competitor of Inkstone?
That silence is very foreboding.
Wuten?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Give me a second. I need you to roll me a sense motive check.
Great.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna need you two to come in clutch for me.
You see a twinge of her brow for just a moment, but then back to normal. Actually, you happen to be looking into the eyes of the heiress, Priscilla Arkstone, at your service.
I see.
Oh shit.
Oh no. You did
Coming
sign a
on.
deal with capitalism.
Daughter
Coming
and
under.
heiress.
Oh, the recent new owner.
Not quite, but as a good businesswoman always does, she makes sure to always keep her options open and make sure that every generation of their business can thrive. I'm simply doing my part for my father. Once he eventually abdicates his
position of power.
I see. Well then, he will take the scroll of sending. He will look into her eyes and say, and kind of point, like, kind of at her with the scroll kind of way, and be like, "I will be in touch once our other affairs are in order."
I look forward to it.
And with that, she will step up from the table you're sitting at and begin walking out and blink from sight.
Masters, can't you just use the door?
That's just tough. It's just not fun.
Uh-huh. Tell you, doors can be really fun. Want me to show you tonight?
What? What do doors have to do with anything?
Yes.
You'll find out, apparently.
At any rate, what did you think of her?
Pretentious.
Comes with the name.
God damn.
You know, Priscilla. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something to bring to the conclave, I suppose.
Useful would be another word. Seems like we benefit
Yes, I guess.
mutually.
Yeah. Whew. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little speechless, moment. That was a lot to kind of take in all at once. Proposal like that.
You not able to speak? That's new.
Well, not when you know what? We're in public. I'm not going to say that.
We're in good company. We're in polite company.
She
Not
knows
the
exactly
polite.
what I mean, though. I suppose now. Suppose now a good thing might consider is where we might find. If there's anyone in Lily White looking to join a crew, perhaps.
Out of character, I could suggest looking around the docks. I'd imagine there'd be people out there begging for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, yeah.
Even if
Still
they're
kinda
just
thinking about
porters or
that.
people that are just like, look, I'll carry your shit for you if you get.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had someone I wanted to ask earlier. Fucking, what was it? God, too many notes.
So many notes. I'm drowning.
Something about. Oh, right. Were we going to be waiting until our other ship got here before we set back out, or?
That's up to you guys.
I think I remember that we kind of looked at it and we were like, we could probably still finish the job at the island and make it back before we get there. It was going to be like 8 days, and the island's only like 2 days away. So even if we spent 3 days, even if they had to wait, we would still be back. So
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of jumping around a bit. All right.
we're pretty much here to restock the ship with more food and goodies and shit, and
And
drop
make your way
off
back.
the people who wanted to leave, and then make our way back. Yeah.
Mhm.
I do believe that was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But we still have enough people, honestly. You could just take some of the crew members, make them officers, and we could go. We can
Yep.
save the. We could save getting more for when everybody's back.
Okay. I wonder. Did you take care about the restocking then?
We can assume that I
Okay.
probably did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing as Valen's not on board anymore, he probably sat there beyond just looking for his scrolls. Probably all took some of the ship funds that Hana gave him.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
You know,
since you
in
guys are still
little
in port,
vials and herbs and clothes and whatever the fuck we needed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, since you guys are important, I think you can assume that Ulki and Valen would be around to just help with things while you're here.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna fuck off into thin air.
Did Valen decide he wanted to try to come along? Or did he avoid Aesop?
He wasn't told to avoid Aesop.
I'm just wondering. I'm assuming that he was doing it by himself this whole time.
Well, I would say that if, Valen would definitely be up for doing the job if that's necessary. He's...
Aesop would
he's
not
still-
ask, so...
He's still here to help you guys, but it's just like,
Well, unless you approach Aesop, he doesn't come to you, because he goes off to do his thing. So...
I see. I mean... it depends on you guys. What do you want to do?
Aesop wouldn't ask, so...
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you, but if you choose to have him come, there's going to be a roleplay, and he will probably still not be coming along anyways, so... That's up to you.
If you guys are still in port, I would say that Valen, we're not going to be doing anything immediately, so I'd say Valen would probably go offer to help, but he's not going to. He will help with all of that, but whether Aesop is going to interact with him or not is,
I'm imagining that as they were all getting off the ship, he may have asked the captain, would you still like my help with restocking and stuff, and Aesop would have just walked by and continued going off on his own. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, it's down to the captain.
Did you send
You
him
look
after
like you
him?
need help. I'm still in port. I can help with, everything until you leave.
This is asking me, or
Yes.
This is asking you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aesop just
Aesop
walked by to
walked by.
go do it, and
Yep.
he's asking, should I follow him, essentially.
Yeah.
I think he's I think he has a lot to do. I would leave him to his business.
Okay.
But that aside, just I suppose ensuring you have everything you need.
Valen nods. See, I know you rolled really high on the bluff check, but from that, would you say Valen kind of suspects something? I'm just from that.
You know him well enough that you could probably discern that.
Okay.
Yeah, there is something up, but it's more just like he's playing captain. He's trying to keep all parties as cordial as he can, keeping everybody in line. So
in that case, Valen will go ahead and nod and say, "Well, do make sure he doesn't overwork himself."
I shall. In fact, I'm
I will.
Yes, Ryuuko can just knock him out, I guess, if he needs to. No,
Or snaps.
And I suppose if need be, I'll while we're docked in port, I'm just going to plan to head around, see if there are any sort of, I don't know if we would be fortunate enough to find anyone else to be help lighten that load, but I suppose him and Delilah are quite suitable in terms of specialties. Sorry, just musing aloud.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. I'm sure Aesop is smart enough for the entire ship.
He has enough brains for all of us. Fortunately, I have enough talent for all of you.
Oh my god.
I have some.
Squidward in stereo.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's that then.
All right.
And Valen follows off Ulki somewhere never to be seen again.
Not never to be seen again.
You'll see them
Never
again. I
to
made
be
them
seen
promise.
again.
Sometimes I still hear his voice. I'm
I'm
right
right
fucking here.
Oh
tell-
man, it's almost like it's just right there on the wind.
It's almost like he is right here. I am right
tell-
here.
I'll just tell Valen.
Oh well.
If you ever happen to hear the tales of a certain serpent prince of Tidewater Rock, that's your cue to come and find a place to continue spreading our names.
I would be honored
Basically.
to join you there, Captain.
Basically, Valen and Ulki will rejoin us after we claim Tidewater Rock.
Yes.
They will join us as the Land Crew.
NPCs.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Named helpful, friendly NPCs.
Neepses.
Nips. Nipsies, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that, were you wanting to make a check to see about recruiting anyone else here, or?
Sure.
Yeah, well, might as well. Why not?
Because I can't get our notoriety up until next level, so
Mm-hmm.
might as well.
Which means we should go adventuring so that we can get more experience.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
All right. Here comes the diplomacy. Let's begin any new folks join. 36.
36. All right. Let's see.
Back to the
here.
aces, homie.
Holy
There
shit.
you go.
That's what
All
he's
right.
good at.
Recruitment. Public recruitment of volunteers.
Fuck
Who's looking
taxes. Fuck taxes. Let's get rich.
Who's looking for a bit of adventure and a bit of coin in their pocket? Join the Storm Tamer, the Serpent Prince of the Waves.
Mm-hmm. Roll me 1d4 plus 2.
Okay. Trey.
All right. So 3 plus 7 new crewmates join.
Ooh.
These let me roll. Let's see. One of them will be non-combatant, but 7 new crewmates,
Yeah.
and I will get those.
Hey man,
Character.
some non-combatants are useful on a ship too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe they're a financier. We can probably
But yeah, I'll go ahead and whip up those handouts and tokens next time.
just thought of something fucking so stupid.
Mhm.
IT guy joins the fucking He's
Oh,
like,
God.
hello, IT. Yeah, so I turned on Microsoft, I turned on my computer, I turned on Windows, and then my fellow pirates came and they beat me up and they punched me in the nose and bonked me on the head.
Oh my god. All right.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
They broke my Microsoft Dinosaur CD.
All right. So we will go ahead.
So 7 new crewmates for next time. We'll
Mhm.
be sailing off ship shape.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless anyone had anything else, I think we might be.
The only other one would possibly have been something between you and me later, but that's up to you if you wanted to do that now, next session, whatever. I mean, seems to be a roleplay session, especially with everybody missing, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I think we talk about like just private chat when we get back on board for all that tonight.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Okay. So we will go ahead and do that. All right. With that, was there anything else that y'all wanted to do in Lily White before shipping off?
I got the restock, I got the scrolls, and we can assume that probably tonight, either before or after. Actually, we'll just say before. Talking to Saphyrus, that I have them written in my form
That works.
So,
All right. Good deal.
obviously, we'll have to ask everybody missing if they wanted to do anything. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that'll be
or what they wanted to say.
retroactively taken care of. In
Yep.
the meantime,
I'm sure
Go
Valen
ahead.
and Ulki would want to, like, we could do an RP between them and seeing Hana and Nagaina in the tavern.
The tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can do their goodbyes, and Valen can very likely get punched in the nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, I'm
Finish
making my
him.
predictions.
all
I
right.
predict that.
Nutkin.
Sure you can.
Sure, Nutkin.
Nutkin?
When you're so
Thunder
short that you're
Sensible?
sure you can is a
All right. So, 28, 26. So you will get there at the beginning of day 3. Traveling.
when we
So-
eventually do finish taking off. Cool.
Yep. Alright.
I might actually also have one other thing now.
What's up?
Taking off, and be it during the same, roughly within a day or same day as talking to Saphyrus. It doesn't actually have to be role played out unless it's, but Aesop's shipmate Nilru going to make sure to essentially ask her. It's like, well, now stocked and have a lot more space in the alchemy lab. What do you say we start on more proper alchemic training so that you can assist me better?
Yeah. Okay.
So Nilru will be joining him downstairs far more often.
Yes.
Should she, of course, be willing to. I'm assuming she is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. A scholarly mind such as yourself is not one to deny a student.
Yes.
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 Yeah. All right. So, first day, traveling 48 miles this way. And then second day.
Now, if only I could ask to use ship funds, because there's a possibility during these days I can make comprehend language potions just be me,
Mhm.
the action. You know?
Mhm.
Like talk smart instead of brain smart.
Right.
Oh.
All right. So,
Well, depending on how much it is, I could just ask for some back when the back. So,
You can just
Let me go
ask
look
me
up
for
what it is.
talks.
yeah, there you go.
There you
I'll
are.
just fake it till I make it.
Let me look up potions real quick. So I can do this. It's fine. A potion. First level potion is 50, so it only costs 25 gold pieces to make one. And that means I can brew it in 2 hours. I could have copies of. So I'll allow for 2 at their lowest level, I think. Depends on how long that lasts.
oh, okay.
Comprehend language lasts for 10 minutes per level. So 10 minutes, that's enough time for a talk, for like a lengthy talk with like a group. I only need to have it at its lowest level. So during those couple of days, I will brew 2 potions of comprehend.
All right.
And then, do you want to do that play good?
Sure.
Okay. This would have happened probably a few days before, most likely. So, and just see what comes of it. Is there a chance that I could music on Wuten? I could just use Fredboat.
Fredboat doesn't work, but you can
You
send
sure?
me the song.
He's been posting. He's been posting images.
No, it's not that the bot doesn't work. It's the fact that it can't get music from links anymore for some reason. I don't remember
Is that the
why.
case?
Yeah, I've tried.
So strange. Let's see.
The bot itself.
Oh, it's because
works.
YouTube specifically isn't supported. That's why.
Yeah. YouTube. Yeah, it was some kind of thing that. Reason
Do you
they
want
stopped
me to?
supporting it.
Do you want to just send me the? Let's see, specific song.
There you go.
Here.
Now I'm worried Calic's just gonna yell at me.
I'm just gonna be mad.
He's gonna be mad. Oh,
You're gonna be mad at me.
not an alchemist. I'm an alchemist.
All right.
I just kind of want to see what comes of it, so
Mhm.
I don't know. I have no words. I'm just gonna have to fucking do everything on the fly.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's fine.
Let's see. Okay.
Now the next question is: does Aesop ask to speak with him in private, or Aesop?
Probably speak with me. It's fine. You can probably ask me because you know he left that last conversation with it kind of like implied if you wish to talk at all, please just come find me kind of thing.
Oh.
Okay. And yet Aesop is actually approaching to talk about. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and slide y'all over then to the ship map real quick while you do that.
I set Nilru on a task of a basic alchemic item of some kind, perhaps some basic acid.
Yeah, there you go.
To distill some acid, to distill some phosphorus from sources that I should probably not name.
Oof.
Did you guys know that so there was a discover phosphor? I believe it was phosphor, not sulfur. It might have been sulfur. I think it was phosphor, because he had distilled his own urine many times. It's true.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
How do you think I get the explosive element?
Brilliant. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Anyway,
Need to
let's go
clear
ahead.
some rough. Need to blow up some enemies. Better explode my own piss.
God.
I
All
mean,
right.
just
Well,
saying.
let's go ahead and get this going here.
But acid would come from other things. I'm trying to remember exactly. It's sulfuric acid, I believe. I'm trying to remember what it distills from, though. I don't remember. So.
All right.
Not off the top of my head. I know there's a basic item of some kind. Maybe it was lead. You sit there and you distill it from lead, maybe. I know you can. I think lead's.
Okay.
Or
Well,
quicksilver. I don't
go
remember.
ahead.
I have to look at it later.
Get this going.
So, choosing to have dinner in the captain's quarters, the pair of us, whatever it is that Ryuuko's prepared tonight.
Probably good food.
Good food of some kind. Is it probably fish, maybe, of some kind?
Very likely. I mean, that is her specialty. She does come from a place where there isn't much around but fish.
That's fair.
It's called Under the Water.
Under the sea.
You show her a cow and she just goes, I don't know what the fuck that is.
What is that four-legged creature? Chewing on
Chicken?
land kelp.
Chicken? I don't know what that is.
Land seaweed. You call it seaweed under the sea, or do you have your own name?
50% sea, 50% weed.
It's weed.
99% hot gas.
Hot gas.
What you got there, Ryuuko? Weed? Huh?
What the fuck?
Everyone
Go
gets
on.
upset.
It's like, what you got there, Peter? Crack. What the fuck?
Oh, God. Brilliant.
Although you'd be asking Aesop that one. But
I'm
sure he can. He's like, we gotta cook, guys. We've got to cook.
How's the meth lab coming yet?
What the fuck?
You guys want some more money? We can make big money on this market.
Aesop, what the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about
Oh, if
prestidigitation.
only Valen was still here. We've got to cook, Valen.
Gotta cook, Valen. You got to cook.
Aesop, what the
Anyways.
Hey,
fuck are you-
Mr. White.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Fuck yeah, science! I mean, alchemy!
There you go.
No more half measures.
Anyways,
Yes.
so we're sitting down and we're eating. Ah, yes. Yes, Ryuuko is a good cook, is she not?
I could live the rest of my life out on these seas and her cooking.
She gets it just right almost every time. I'm almost jealous, in fact. I know some measure of, shall we say, the culinary arts, but she seems to have more of a flair for it than, shall we
Yes,
say, practical.
We lucked out.
Of course.
I think the meal keeps the morale high.
Good food, good company, all good things for keeping one's spirits in good order, rather than disorder.
I suppose that makes me consider there was something on your mind you wanted to discuss, yes?
I suppose, Captain, I just wanted a chance to sit with you and just to make sure. Because, of course, without anyone else around to sit there and have to put on any air. I was not around for your time under Harrigan. I've heard tales. Taken my time with them in their checkup, as well as from all of you. And 2 of your closest companions from those times have left. Just wanted to make sure. How are you feeling?
Yes. Well, I suppose after our last tete, I mentioned calling myself a fool, and let that be, lest you be unawares, not how I truly think of myself for the moment. No, I sort of just slipped out, considering what happened, like everything that just happened at the last island we were at. Directing a storm to leave and putting up and forging some sort of alliance with a dragon. Not things I was expecting to do in such a short time span, but at the same time, when you have friends like that who leave shortly after, it just makes one it makes one think, I am powerful enough to tame a storm and ally with a dragon, and yet I don't have the power to retain 2 crewmates. It just makes one aware of their own limitations. You know?
He's going to steeple his fingers on the table. But you do have that power, Captain. You choose not to use it.
How do you mean? He says with curiosity.
Harrigan forced you to remain aboard his ship against your will, did he not? He had the power to do so. You do as well, but you choose not to use it. This is not a criticism of any sort. I would say it's rather noble, in fact. You and I are not that far apart when it comes to that. We do everything we can for those we find around us, and yet we also recognize the value of their free will. That they should be the ones to choose whether they stay a place or go, whether they receive a treatment or not. By no means a criticism. Merely pointing out the fact.
No, and I respect that and understand where you're coming from. I suppose I'm just, ever since we found ourselves free from Harrigan's crew, the enslavement of Harrigan's crew, suppose I am just still coming into understanding what freedom truly is. Because not everyone has the same answer, and under that enslavement, one of my many thoughts beneath their heel was just, oh, this again. So be it.
This again? Have you been enslaved before, Captain?
I called it more imprisonment.
Hmm.
You see, how do you think here? One of the first conversations I had with Ulki, like one-on-one, was one that we had an assignment once, Ulki and I. We were to be him and myself and some of the other officers that you've known. We were sent down to the bilges to dispose of some vermin, some vermin had made themselves aware to us, and because I hadn't revealed Cubados yet to the to that crew, out of fear for my own safety, I made my abilities aware that I can conjure other beings into existence to do my bidding.
Again, a rather fascinating ability, one that pops up every so often amongst many, and one that is feared most where they find it. You find yourself in the backwoods, stay. There's a new creature next to you, and your parents are frightened. Uncertain as to where it came from or why it seems strange, otherworldly.
And wouldn't a rarity like that spark an interest to one's own self-interests?
Would not it spark either unusual interest from a bloodthirsty captain, or enough fear to...
Yes. At the time, my concern was if they learned what I could do, it was one thing for my wretched excuse of a man father to put that to you, to know of my ability. I could only imagine what I might be forced to do beneath pirates. Until I eventually had the courage to approach Scourge, of all people, asking his permission.
So that is why you were unusually touchy when I...
Yes, and I will say that my reaction to you inquiring about that was much more kind than my initial response to Ulki. He also being
has no tact.
Precisely, and also being under the same influence of study as you fall under, that of alchemy and its wonders.
What version of it he happened to use, yes.
He asked if he could experiment sometime on the animals that I called to my aid. And I thought he's... can you roll me a sense motive, please?
Sure. Let's see what mine is real quick. Not very high, not something... Nope.
At the very least, you can tell that he appears to be stiffening a bit as he talks.
Distraught in some way.
Yeah. And I thought to that imprisonment. Now, thankfully, it doesn't seem that I'm actually grateful in a way that Scourge was so understanding, and I suppose pirates don't really care that much about what arcane marvels may come from what I can do, but instead just want to see the power that I can wield. And honestly, that was my first real taste of freedom, Aesop. I could be my own man. Cubados and I not having to live in turmoil, or we could actually spend time together. We could be friends again.
Strangely under your enslavement aboard the ship, and yet able to...
Yes. And I think that's where it started. I wanted more.
The ability to exercise your will over the world.
I wanted... When I knew that was the capability of a pirate, that a pirate could create their own definition of freedom. Oh yes. With my own two hands, and by Cubados' claws. Surely there was potential to carve a world all our own. Just like Sandra says.
To take
Besmara
the
truly...
knife and carve your name into his...
Yes, Besmara, she truly is a blessing. And...
a perfect goddess for one searching for their own freedom. For their own power.
And Ulki. I was upset with him for a time, but when I saw the lengths that he went to protect us, the ones that he could call friend, I relented my ire. I also pitied him a bit, because I also knew I understood that that he was a victim of some sort of experimentation. And to that end, I sort of related. While never have been an abomination, a rarity like myself and my twin sister, we are... Well, you're an alchemist. Surely the makeup of our blood would probably interest even the least curious arcane scholar, yes?
Were you interested, if this is you offering me to research, I would not tell you no.
Yes, but that comes from a mind willing to help, not one in search of greed and power. That is what Ortruda is. And before I took the name Storm Tamer, do you know why I acted foolish enough to start off with the name Captain Ortruda? It was because if I was going to be a pirate, carving this path myself, I wanted to ensure that I burn that name to the ground along the way. He says he's like now leaning across. His arms are like outstretched to the sides of the table.
To sit there and give the family that imprisoned you a bad name on the way out. Ingenious.
I would sooner burn the world than to return there and cede my end. I don't want my sister to suffer anymore. You see, one of us present is ripe for experimentation is one thing, but twins? And in what era of history could this have ever happened, you know? That's what the scholars, that's what he is, him and his and his aides are all thinking.
I will have to say that my knowledge of history is spotty at best.
It's mine's worse. it's they find it. I suppose that they find it fortunate that they can have two at once. But here's the best part, Aesop. I don't know what they're doing, but I do know that they can't do it unless she and I are together.
Perhaps there is some sort of soul connection, some sort of spiritual link between the two. That would be my first thought, of course.
That's what I understood from what my bastard brother told me. He he made that completely clear. And after what we've been through, I love and adore my sister more than anyone else in the world. And if I can give
only others that would be able to understand your plight intimately.
Precisely. And so, if taking to the sea and running away as far as I can, staying away for as long as I can, gives Emrelia a chance at a normal life, then I will do what I must. No matter how much my heart aches every day. He says, still maintaining that smile you always see.
Captain, I came here tonight to make sure that
you cut out, Fiona.
Yep, sorry, I'm probably speaking too quiet again.
You're fine.
Captain, I came here tonight to make sure that Why should I have worried so much? In fact,
It's happening again, I'm sorry.
God damn it. I'm gonna try to reset my headset real quick.
Okay.
I wonder if some of it has to do with the fact that I keep walking in and out of the doorway. But if I break up again, I'll just sit down and stop walking. So,
Okay.
Captain, I came in here tonight to make sure that you were okay, but well, it seems the many lessons that you have more than prepared you for where you find. After all, you probably lived several lifetimes with me. I shouldn't be surprised.
No, I'm still growing. I'll pass 6 feet. I'll pass 6 feet one day.
Giggles, no, you won't.
And that is again. That is the fun part that I want to ensure doesn't assert itself when the time comes. Captain, the one thing I hope, and I have seen much of tonight, but I wanted to make sure, Captain, was seeing these members of the crew leave, I wanted to make sure that they were not in the doubt. I do not want you to doubt your decisions for a second. Because if you do so, those moments that doubt comes up when seconds are everything can break what was otherwise meant to become great. And in you, Captain, I see the seed of greatness. And I would be one to help to nurture it to its fullest potential. That is the reason I choose to stay. And I wanted to make sure that one wrong moment would not be what would cut it off. Because I will assure you, Captain, that I say this not just as a doctor, but I say this as that doubt could be the one thing that cuts off what would otherwise be a wonderful destiny.
It truly does mean a lot hearing you say that. I intend to keep delivering that greatness, but there are two things you should know. First of which, I am mortal, and while I intend to mitigate all of my mistakes, I will preserve this crew to the best of my ability. And the other, lest it should even come to this. Moments ago, when I said I would sooner burn the world before returning home to have my sister would suffer again, I need to know how willing you will be to fan the flames at my side.
That is the gusto that I was.
I'm not going to ask for any kind of roll or anything. You can tell that, like, okay, so he has been saying this with like cusped hands.
Mm-hmm.
When he looks back up at you, you see like dead eyes, tired eyes. So when he says that,
and
basically a face that any and all masks that Saphyrus is wearing and has been wearing are now gone, and you see someone who is hateful and spiteful and just tired of the pain that the world brings, with no one doing anything about it.
So slightly different than I was expecting. Okay.
Yes. So, like, the smile and all that is gone. He's just like this face that just says, it's just, I don't know how else to put it. Tired, hateful, and
at wit's end.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying to rethink my response here real quick.
Basically asking, how willing would you be to help me fan the flames?
Your words have the gusto that I am looking for, but your eyes tell a different story. I'm just thinking.
I kind of put.
No, you're fine. And honestly, I
kind of played suddenly dropped the sociopath card on you.
Well, you want to know the worst part? You might be talking to a sociopath.
Well,
do you know what the definition of a sociopath
is? Good question. I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. Your words have the gusto that I am looking for. Eyes tell a different tale. They speak to me of everything that you have learned. So perhaps then, he seems to almost be, his hand, he starts to kind of like, what's the right word, cracks his hands, the one kind of like, what's the right word to use? Like when you have your hands clasping on a,
yes,
they start to crack. He kind of starts to do that for a second, puts his hands back together, they're sort of fiddling. Perhaps it would say more. It will hold more weight. He takes off his hat, and he reaches back to unclasp his mask and take it off.
Oh.
And you can go ahead and show the picture if you'd like, Wuten, as he's going to look back into Captain Saphyrus' eye.
All right.
With a similar sort of pained, there's spite and other things hidden as well. A similar reflection to his own. My captain, if it comes to that, then I will be there for you. I promise. Looking back at you in your eye, mirroring your eyes.
He's taking in this new reveal. And very slowly his expression starts making its way returning to normal. And he says, to have that faith and that faith, mind and dedication like that, then I have nothing to fear then, do I?
That would be what I would hope. And should it be of any consolation, whilst I wear a mask, that is how the association works. But while the mask is off, my name is Raphael, and it is well to meet you for the first time in flesh, Captain. As he will then put his mask back on.
Very good.
And he sort of almost, when that happens, you almost like a calming of him, almost like he releases his attention when he puts it back on. Takes a deep, he kind of goes, puts it back on.
Very good.
But otherwise, I would say that my fears are put to rest.
Oh, I'm glad. I think the whole notion of staring a dragon in the face directly is, proverbially one could say, taking years off one's life, but...
I did not realize I was so close to a dragon that I would take years off your life, Captain.
I think that the happenings just steel my resolve further.
Then in that case, you should steal them further with the rest of the meal. It's getting cold.
Ah, yes. Cannot waste her cooking when it goes cold.
Of course. And there we go.
Nice. All right. Good deal. Okay.
Trying to find a good reference image for Saphyrus' look.
I mean, mine's a pretty good reference for that. Fair.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Brilliant.
Oh, yep,
Brilliant
there you go.
stuff. Brilliant stuff. Claps all around, everyone. A round of applause.
Well done, guys.
God damn. All right.
Good session.
Yes.
That was intense.
Yes. And as the curtain falls on that little bit of role play, I hope we will see all of you next time on Pirates of the Red Isles.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. Next week will be Keonan Legacies. And that's got a lot of interesting things in store. So, until then, we will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.